How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be checking out conspiracy theories, or did they lie to us conspiracy theories. So we got a bunch of TikTok users who've looked into these conspiracy theories and seeing if they're real, fake, or potentially could be true, or have they been hidden from us all along, or we've been blind all along. Let's check it out, see if these are actually scary or not, or well, terrifying. So let's check it out.
What if I told you Ohio doesn't exist? So there's been a lot of internet jokes lately making fun of Ohio and saying it isn't real, and this got me thinking, what if we're living in a reality where Ohio doesn't exist and there's another one where it actually does? This also ties in with another scary theory called Ohio versus the world, which speculates the unknown dangers centered around Ohio and how Ohio is scheming to overtake the world. This could theoretically be another timeline where Ohio was once hated by the rest of the world so much that after retaliating, they ended up taking over all of the United States and then the world, as seemed the...
Well, I highly doubt this one's true. I mean, it is interesting to think about, but Ohio is just part of America, dude. Like, don't make things complicated. Like, we got some cool guys from Ohio. We got Machine Gun Kelly. Then we got the Paul brothers, well, that explains a lot actually. But anyways, Ohio is there, okay?
These memes. I am anti-Ohio and we are going to find the truth. Tag your Ohio friends and have them explain themselves.
I don't think so.
If you thought the Teletubbies mental institution theory was crazy, check this one out. Steve, the protagonist of Blue's Clues, is recognized for wearing a green shirt and conversing with fictional characters such as a talking salt and pepper shaker and a bar of soap. According to one fan theory, some speculate that Steve is actually mentally ill and is being held in an insane asylum as a result of a heinous crime he committed that caused him to regress to his childhood state.
No, not Steve.
According to this theory, Steve only lives in one room of the facility and imagines himself to be in a house, which explains why his furniture is all padded and mail is delivered straight to his room. When he walks from one room to the next, his location remains constant, showing that he is not moving.
What the hell?
He does, however, go to the backyard for yard time on occasion. If the theory is correct, it would explain why all of Steve's encounters are fictitious and why he appears to be continually talking to himself.
Okay, that does make sense. Okay, Teletubbies are firstly absolutely terrifying. I don't know how I was not scared of them when I was a kid. Like, I'm more terrified of Teletubbies now than I am when I was a kid. Okay, so that's point number one. Point number two, the thing with Steve, right? I've seen a video where he just disappeared after this entire TV show got over, or, things like that. And it does kind of make sense that he was mentally ill, because, talking to Salt Pep, I guess it is a kid's show, so that does kind of validate that part of it. But the thing is, for, adults watching, right, it does kind of make sense that he is mentally ill, talking to freaking Salt, Pepper, and, things like that. So it does kind of make sense, so I'm gonna give this one a pass. It does make sense, and Teletubbies are absolutely terrifying.
The theory that many people have is that
Joe Rogan
opens up a chemical gateway in the
mind.
And that chemical gateway takes whatever the soul is, whatever consciousness is, and transports it into this new realm. It allows you, your conscious mind, to access this new realm, which is available to you upon death. And so a lot of the ancient cultures that did ayahuasca,
what the hell is that?
Mushrooms, they would talk about this realm as being like a well of souls.
Whoa. Okay, pause. A well of souls, right? This can't be proven by anyone, really, in my opinion. Unless I've seen some cases where people die and then they come back alive and they talk to higher beings, things like that. But I don't know about, maybe, I guess, because it's very hard to say for this one, because there are people who've died, come back to life after a couple of minutes, and it is very, it's eerie for sure, but it can't be proven at the same time.
It's even more weird is if you take a picture of a $1 bill on the back.
I've seen so many conspiracy theories regarding the dollar, like the Illuminati logo on the dollar, and like hidden messages like to aliens, things like that. Like this one. Let's check it out.
It looks like an alien.
Yeah.
I saw
Holy
that.
shit.
Yeah, you actually you turn the contrast all the way up.
Holy
And
shit.
The contrast reveals an alien head and the face, the eyes, everything. It's kind of
That is crazy.
It's kind of genius. What's in your pocket?
Yeah. Roswell.
That is crazy. That is actually terrifying. No explanation
What's a
needed
conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in?
I know I'm going to lose followers for this, but I don't care. This is definitely the craziest conspiracy theory I believe in, and I'm going to let him say it.
Google was set up 18, 19 years ago, and I knew about this before it was declassified. I'm just saying I have good sources, that they wanted to build a giant artificial system. And Google believes that the first artificial intelligence will be a supercomputer based on the neuron activities of the hive mind of humanity, with billions of people wired into it with the Internet of Things. And so all of our thoughts go into it, and we're actually building a computer that has real neurons in real time that's also psychically connected to us, that are organic creatures, so that they will have current prediction powers, future prediction powers, a true crystal
Holy
ball.
shit.
But the big secret is, once you have a crystal ball and know the future, you can add stimuli beforehand and make decisions that control the future.
That could potentially be true. AI is changing at a massive rate. Like every day there's some new thing with AI. It's crazy. Like, dude, like I personally wouldn't want to be like, I wouldn't want to have any connection with things like that, with AI and, you know, mental connection with that shit, because dude, if I need to take AI down, I can do it with my two fists. I'm kidding, but like yeah, like this could potentially be true because dude, I've seen Terminator, man. Like I don't have any affiliation with that, bro. I just want to sit in my room and make videos. Okay, so like yeah, that could potentially be true, and that is a bit terrifying to think about. So yeah.
Here comes the truth about the moon landings.
What was
Scariest? It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
It could have been scary. Certainly.
The moon landing not happening. Let's rewind this clip, okay? I'm not too sure
Here
about
comes
that.
the truth about the moon landings.
what was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest? It didn't happen.
Holy shit.
It could have been scary. Certainly.
Yeah, this is the most debated topic in conspiracy theories as a whole. Did the people actually go to the moon? Or did the moon landing ever actually happen? And we've got like one side of people saying, yeah, obviously it happened, and one side that said like it didn't. But like, think about it. People going up to space, walking on a different entity in space and hoisting the flag out there. That is, I don't know, like how could that actually happen? Like now in 2024, maybe we got like video cameras that could potentially record stuff in space. But even this one had like photos or fake recordings. But like, I'd believe it if they record literally everything. I know they could even fabricate this, but like if they literally record everything from point A, literally everything. But they could fabricate that as well. But it's very hard to tell. Like, comment down below if you guys think the moon landing actually happened or not. I'm curious to see. That is scary.
You need to hear this crazy conspiracy about
Illuminati.
Have you ever thought about why an iPhone has its name? Some people think when Apple says I, it literally means I. iPhones are watching us, listening to us, and seeing everything we're doing. And some people have this link to the Illuminati. Don't believe me? What's Siri spelled backwards?
Iris. Wait, what is Siri spelled backward? Iris. Yeah. Damn. Okay, I didn't think of that way. Dude, I gotta watch out for my phone. Like, I'm spending way too much time on it. Like, it does kind of... Okay, now I'm going a bit deep into this shit, okay? Like, if you think about it, phones are designed to, like, you know, keep us on platforms or keep us on the phone for the most amount of time, especially social media. But it also has some practical use, I guess. So it's crazy. Like, for example, if I'm talking about conspiracy theories right now, my phone has heard this. Okay, I'll give you an example. The other day I was talking about like meal prepping, right? And like HelloFresh and things like that. And then on my Instagram, I opened it the same day and I get a bunch of HelloFresh ads, a bunch of meal prep stuff, a bunch of things all related to meal prepping, you know, ordering food for meal preps or like services like that. And it's crazy to think about. This has not happened once, it's happened multiple times, or like for different things. It's scary for sure. And it's literally hearing me right now like go get a life. Like, come on, dog. Like, I don't know how to, like, even if I shut my phone, I'm sure I'll yet record everything, literally everything. So it's definitely something you got to be careful about and wary about.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Oh, you're gonna love this shit. Okay, so I was at work, right? One of my coworkers, I was telling him about the video on this app where I'm like, yeah, someone thinks that air is like doesn't exist. Like breathing is optional. And he was like, that's nuts. I'm like, I know, right? And then he's like, yeah, but like the moon doesn't exist. I said, what the fuck did you just say, Travis? What? And he was like, no, the moon isn't real. I'm like, then what the
do you mean?
Fuck am I looking at every night? Like, what is it, a flashlight? He's like, no, scientists still don't know. I'm like, yes, they do. Yes, they do, Travis, because it's the fucking moon. And he was like, oh, he's like, calm down, dude. He's like, but I will say this also. I think Earth is a cube.
Oh.
And I said, I don't want to fucking work with you anymore, Travis. I swear to God.
What's a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, well, I don't think that's true. I think the Earth is, well, spherical, and there is, like, shut up, Travis.
That 1000% believe in.
Okay, hear me out. It sounds weird. Mattress Firm is laundering money or doing something super, super sketchy. Mattress Firm likes to cluster their stores together. Just look. This is in my hometown. These are not even a minute apart from each other. There's 3 of them on the same road. Same city, same thing. And here, example again. Outside of my city, this is in Texas, there are 10 on the same road. I don't know how spread out these are, but 10.
That's bad business.
In a mattress firm my entire life. There can't be that much of a need for mattresses. The weird thing too, and you'll just have to take my word on this, when you drive past a mattress firm, there's never cars in the parking lot. And if there is, there's like maybe one. Maybe one. The Mattress Firm website says there's 2,500 stores across America and about 8,500 employees. That means there should be at least 3 people working a store. On top of that, they've disclosed accounting irregularities. Oh my god, I could talk about this all day.
That is sketchy. I don't know much about this mattress firm theory to begin with, but I mean, that is pretty sus to have like so many mattress firms all in one street. Like, why wouldn't you spread it out a bit more? Or why wouldn't you, like, I don't know, why is it so close? Like, it's not good for business, I'm sure. Like,
did you know the conspiracy theory about Finding Nemo?
I can only imagine.
Do you know the scene with the sharks where they're having like an intervention with Nemo? Fish are friends, not food.
Okay, yes.
The baby fish named Blenny underneath the shark's flipper was shaking because he was so scared of the sharks. Some people are saying that he has a fish eating problem and an addiction, and he's suffering from withdrawal. That's why he's shaking, because there's a post-credit scene where Blenny, the fish, is swimming around in the dark and eats the light bulb fish.
The baby fish eats the big light bulb fish.
Yes. And he swims away from the sharks, and the sharks don't follow him.
Because they're fearful.
He's one of them.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really care much about that theory. There's so many Disney theories out there, it's crazy. Full of them.
I'm sure you know who this is. Have you heard of this conspiracy theory though? You already know the drill. This is the Benjamin Franklin conspiracy theory.
Okay.
So this man, Benjamin Franklin, had a little secret apparently. This is where he lived, 36 Craven Street. In his house, 1,200 human bones were found from at least 15 people. He lived in his house for 2 years before signing the Declaration of Independence. And this was in 1776. So after he left and went to America.
1776. That also was the start of something else. I'm not gonna do it, but you know what it is.
200 years later, 15 bodies were found in his basement. Like I said, 1,200 bones. It's insane. And 6 of them were children.
Holy
All
shit.
in his basement with no windows. So that means when he was living there, he was really doing this stuff, yo. It blows my mind. Y'all hit that follow button for more. And always, y'all be safe.
So Benjamin Franklin was going American Psycho on little children and killing them and putting their bodies in the basement. That is fucked. For some of them.
Here are some of the creepiest conspiracy theories. Only 2 months before 9/11, the World Trade Center was privatized and sold to Larry Silverstein. Every single morning, he ate breakfast in the North Tower on the 91st floor, but not on 9/11. His wife made him an emergency doctor's appointment that day. He also had bought an insurance plan that fortunately covered terrorism, and after the attack, he took the insurance company to court. Silverstein won and was paid double, being awarded a total of $4.55 billion.
Holy shit.
This might be the largest insurance fraud in history, and he's still a free man. So was it just a coincidence that he was...
So with 9/11, I've heard allow the voice crack. But 9/11, I've heard so many conspiracy theories. They're like, you know, there's a bunch of them, and like it's crazy to even see like how many. Like every day there's a new theory in regards to was the CIA behind it, was like the government behind it, was like this guy behind it, or what's the main motive, or what, like. No one knows, okay? Like, it's scary. It's like the government, in my opinion, is the fucking scariest thing. Because of the amount of conspiracy theories that are around them. Like, I have no problem, obviously, because, well, who might have a problem with them? But, like, it's scary to think about.
Wasn't there the day of the attacks. Next up, there's a famous story where a mom in Thailand wanted to be reincarnated as a boy, so she had her only daughter mark a line on her neck. After she passed away, her daughter gave birth to a boy with a similar birthmark on the back of his neck. Do we think the mom was reincarnated as the son? And lastly, according to the Flat Earth Society,
No.
A bunch of idiots, the most obvious proof of our planet's flatness can be found by looking at the horizon. People who believe the Earth is flat are just dumb. Point blank, end the period.
That is true. They are pretty stupid. Like, it's literally. I can't explain this one, dude.
Heard the crazy conspiracy theory that with every massive stadium tour going on right now, that there are a lot of demonic messages being unwillfully taken in by the huge crowds every night. At Beyonce's Stadium Renaissance World Tour, there's a scary interlude that takes fans by surprise that begins with a portal hypnosis, as if to control you and draw you in. Then it gets scary when messages like, whoever controls the media controls the mind,
What
pop
the
up
hell?
on the screen. Then it's terrifying when mind control messages pop up on the screen in between placements of Beyonce's face and a picture of a human in a submissive, worshipy pose.
What?
Fans were so uncomfortable during this part they were looking away. Second, the known suspected Satanist The Weeknd was so shameless and blatantly
He's a Satanist?
for no reason flashed Satan's name on the Jumbotron at
What the
his
hell?
stadium concert. He's not even hiding his affinity for Satan at this point. It actually flashed twice. I'm making sure that you saw it. Fans and viewers often said they felt very uncomfortable at his whole run of his stadium tour because the thing just felt like one big demonic ritual that they were forced to be a part of. Before I show you the scariest
That's funny.
one, make sure you
I never
follow
knew
so
The
you
Weeknd
finally
was
know
so
the
bad.
craziest conspiracy theories about all your favorite celebrities and request who you want to see next. Lastly, there's literally a demonic chant screened by all the fans at the Taylor Swift Eras tour during
Yeah, Taylor Swift fans are like, I don't wanna. Well, my editor might be one of them. Pat, forgive me for this one, but some of them are definitely cuckoo. Some of
Willow,
them.
and they all yell, "Summon the demons! Summon the demons, man! Summon
What?
the demons!" They do
What
this
the
as Taylor
hell?
is literally dressed as a witch with her whole coven, and there's a ceremonial huge fire in the middle of the forest. Does that remind you of anything?
What? That is actually mental.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1000% believe in?
I don't know if this is exactly a conspiracy theory per se, but I am 1000% convinced that we are not supposed to eat corn.
What?
Cows have 4 stomachs. They can't digest corn. You go to Chipotle, you get corn salsa. You go to the bathroom, you see corn salsa. High fructose corn syrup is processed and put in pretty much everything to make it highly sugary and highly addictive. Any animal that you give corn to, they go crazy for it and become addicted to it. Corn can be processed into a fuel and it burns pretty efficiently, yet we eat it.
No, bro. Don't ruin corn for me, bro. I got a bag of popcorn waiting for me. Like, no, allow it. It's fine. Corn is fine. Allow it, bro.
Don't know why.
Shut up. Get out.
About the ET theory?
What ET theory?
You haven't heard about it? So ET, you know how ET can move things with his mind?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how when him and Elliot go on the bikes, like he makes pretty much everybody fly.
I'm sorry, but why does bro look like comic accurate Wolverine?
Why?
Yeah, he got powers like that.
In one of the scenes, right? In one of the ET scenes, you know how they dress him up as a ghost to cover him?
Halloween.
In one of the scenes, some kid dressed up as Yoda walks by ET, right? and ET turns around. Okay. And he goes like this and tries to hug the Yoda kid, right?
No way.
Yeah, on God, he does. You can look this up. You can look this up. So ET turns around to the Yoda, to the kid dressed up as Yoda, and he goes towards him. He's like, ooh, and tries to hug him, right? And here's the most convincing part, right?
What?
Here's the most convincing part. Yeah, that one right there.
He's a little ghost.
Check this out. He turns around, right? He's like, ooh. Almost as if he recognizes him, right?
You don't think it's because you're
that's crazy.
Now, in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, right?
Yeah.
There's a scene where
that's the first one, right?
In the background, you see ETs. You see
what?
They're right there. Look at the bottom left. You see them?
Where?
No way.
Yes, sir. They're literally
What?
ETs, yo.
ETs in Star Wars?
No way. So, if that happened, which is possible because Star Wars has I'm a big Star Wars fan. If you guys see, I've got a bunch of Star Wars memorabilia in the back. But if that makes sense, that actually does kind of make sense. But the question arises: when ET was on Earth and there was a Yoda, how did people on Earth know there was a Yoda? What was Yoda for them? A fictional character, or did how does that work? I'm curious to know, because was Yoda actually a movie character, or was he a real character that came to Earth for, I don't know, negotiations, things like that? But if negotiations did happen, then that breaks the entire premise of ET, because people on Earth didn't know aliens existed at that time, besides the people who were supporting ET. I forget their names, but the guys from the BMX, which is pretty. It's confusing, but it is also pretty cool that there's a correlation between ET and Star Wars. I like Star Wars. Love Star Wars. It's #1 favorite movie franchise of all time. So I've seen that theory before, and it baffles me a bit, but I guess it's pretty cool to see that little Easter egg out there. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be playing that Teletubbies clip for you right now. Here it is. You can just upload the clip here, by the way. Awesome. Well, guys, this is it for today's video. I've started a podcast, so check that out. I'll link it down in the description down below. And also subscribe to the channel. It does really help with that extra motivation every single day. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.